We have blanked the spectrophotometer. We're ready to read our samples. So you can see that the color of the samples go from light to dark. So the first one is the most dilute, the last one is the most concentrated. Okay, now we're ready to read our samples. Here are the 5 samples of fast screen that we're going to use. We're going to start with the least concentrated, which is the lightest color, and go to the most concentrated. So I'm going to take my plastic pipette and I'm going to use it to fill my cuvette with sample, almost to the top, not quite. I'm going to wipe off any fingerprints, press the read sample button. It's measuring the absorbance, and if we look at the screen, we can see that our absorbance for sample number 1. After you have that recorded, you are going to take your cuvette out, and I'm going to dump it in my waste beaker. I'm going to rinse it out real quick with my DI water, and I'm ready for sample 2. Same procedure. Fill the pipette, put it into the cuvette, wipe off any fingerprints, put it in. I'm going to press read sample, and here is our absorbance for sample number 2. So make sure you record that one as well. Okay, moving on. Sample number 3. Take out my cuvette, dump it in the waste, rinse it out with some DI water just to make sure I don't cross-contaminate. Ready for sample number 3. Fill my cuvette using the plastic pipette, wipe off any fingerprints, place it into the cuvette holder, close the door, and press read sample. Here is the absorbance for sample number 3. After you record that, take the sample out, dump it in the waste beaker, clean out the cuvette. Now we are moving on to sample number 4. Make sure I don't have any fingerprints. Make sure the clear side is facing out. Press read sample. Here is the absorbance for sample number 4. Now we have one more sample to read. This will be our most concentrated. Into the holder, close the door, read sample, and here is the absorbance of sample number 5.